Hi, welcome to Turtle Burger. This is a YouTube channel featuring crochet and knitting and sometimes other crafts. My name is Brittany. Thank you so much for joining me. This is episode 22 of the podcast. I have a lot of things. I have one finished object and the rest is just kind of all over the place. So before we get started, I do have some kind of announcements, and I'm actually halfway prepared with some show notes. I usually do show notes afterward, but the first one is there is a Turtle Burger Ravelry group, obviously on Ravelry. Currently we have a dishcloth make along, which is still going on until September 30th, and then I will draw a winner for that. All the details will be linked below. I also want to announce that beginning October 1st, there will be a brioche make-along. So any project that is incorporating brioche will be in the Ravelry group. That will be from, again, October 1st and will run through December 31st. There will be, the first time I film after December 31st, there will be a winner from the finished object thread as well as the chatter thread. So there is that. And then also kind of thinking ahead into next year, I had the idea today that I think it would be fun to have a sock stash along. So any socks, and it would run the entirety of next year. So any socks that you make from stash that is obtained anytime before January 1st, 2023 would be eligible, and that will have a quarterly winner from the finished object thread and the chatter thread. The prizes are to be determined. I don't know, I haven't thought that far ahead yet, but that would be super fun. I think kind of a different take on the stash buster type, but this one will be specifically for socks because I love making socks, and hopefully you do too. So I will continue to announce that, but in the immediate future, just keep in mind that the dishcloth make along is still going on through September 30th, and then immediately after, beginning October 1st through the end of the year, will be a brioche make along. I've never done brioche, so I'm hoping to teach myself with all the YouTube videos out there. So maybe we can learn together. My first and only actually finished object is this mandala. It is absolutely beautiful. This is the Ariel Mandala by Kennedy Sahr. I'm not sure how you say her name, S-A-H-R. And you're probably thinking, that's not the same mandala you had last week, and you would be absolutely correct. I ripped that one out. I did this one, and it wasn't big enough, and I couldn't figure out the repeats, so I ripped it out again and made this one. So the yarn I have here, whoops, a little disheveled. The yarn I'm using is Red Heart Super Saver Stripes in the color Bright Stripes, and it is on a 13.7, I believe, inch wreath ring. And actually I need to fix it already because my kids thought it was great fun to play with, and it broke, so apparently it's not meant to have kids play with, but they really enjoyed it. In fact, I have two more rings. I have a one that will go to here, and then a smaller one that's this size. And little lady, I am going to make her very own for her. She, if you remember a couple of episodes back, I had gotten her some breaking yarn from McKaylee, in the color Hazmat Suit, and it's this bright yellow, and I think she will absolutely love it. I just got like a little 20-gram mini because she carries this around and sings sun, sun, Mr. Golden Sun, and so it's just really precious, and I think she would love to have her very own yellow one. So that will be in the works for that, but this one was really quick and easy. Obviously I was basically able to make 2 within a week, and that was actually within a day of each other, so it doesn't take more than a couple of hours once you kind of figure out what's going on. So it is really fun. And I did like I said, the first time I couldn't figure out the repeats, so what I did was on the second one just added some increases of single crochet. So really I only added 2 rounds for that, but it was a lot of fun, and it's really beautiful, and it's bright and cheery, and sometimes that's just what we need, and I like it. And hopefully in the future I got some little what do you call them, like suction things to go on the wall that it can be behind me. So that is my one and only finished object. So let's go ahead and get into some whips, and oh my goodness. Oh, and on that I used, that's why I had to redo it. The first time I didn't read the crochet hook size correctly. I used an H, and that's why it turned out too small. And so the correct one is an I 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, in case you make that one. So pay attention to that, because most of them use 5s. Okay, so there's that. Let's get into some works in progress. Let's see, what do I have here? The first work in progress I have, I will just show, is my Spindrift Shawl by Helen Stewart. It is getting bigger. I am 45% of the way done according to the pattern. And I only did, this is where it was last time. I believe this is just 4 rows. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yes. And in fact, right before I podcasted, I had lost nearly the entire row. So I had to pick those up. Anyway, thankfully I didn't lose them all. And that is the theme this week, is losing stitches. I've had at least 3 different projects fall off the needles. So there's not much to tell on this. Right now it's just stockinette. I haven't gotten to near the end. There's like a lace section, I believe. So like I said, I'm 45% of the way done on this, and hopefully I can be done soon. The needles I'm using are I changed them over to my ChowGoo 40-inch cable fixed circulars, which are a US size 6 4mm. The yarn is MonarchYarn on Etsy in the color Tropical Fade. It is super soft, really beautiful, and it's like being at the beach, and I love it. I can't wait to get done with this. And the progress keeper I have is a little butterfly that she sent when I got the my first shipment of yarn from her. So that is really, really fun. And here, just in case you're curious, here's what it looks like caked up. So that is really fun. My next work in progress, let's see, we'll just do this one, is the Slip More Cowl test. I am test knitting this for Darcy of Chit Chat Knits, and I was here last time at my little bubblegum progress keeper. So not a whole lot of progress this week, but it works out really quickly, so I think I'll be able to kind of catch up here. This is I'll be honest, I assume I'm working from the top down, so I'm guessing this is the top. Anyway, so it is very squishy, very, very nice. So the yarns I'm using for this, oh, and in case you're curious, this little progress keeper is from Mindful Makes. The yarns I'm using, let's see, They are both Bernat Baby Sport. I am using lavender in this hunk of a ball. And then the other one is Tiny Tulips. And I am using, for needles, my Clover Takumi interchangeable needles. It is a US size 7, 4.5 millimeter. And that is just working up really beautifully. It almost looks like it would be Fair Isle or something, but it's not. It's just slip stitches, and it's amazing. It's really pretty. I think that'll be really fun to wear, like when the weather is turning from winter to spring and it's still kind of cool. I think that'll be really nice. Okay, moving on. Next work in progress. Okay, my next work in progress are my Wish You Were Here socks. I am nearly done with this one. This is where I was last time, so I've gotten all this done. I think I'm pretty sure I'm on my last repeat before my toe decreases. And this is, again, the Wish You Were Here socks by the Kitchen Sink shop. And this one will be my last entry into Sock Bingo from the Chronicles of Yarnia. Hopefully I can be finished by the 5th, which shouldn't be a problem because, like I said, I'm just about to start my toe decreases, I think. So yeah, this was my last square that I needed something with the lace or an eyelet. And these are just really fun. So this is the right sock. These are left and right oriented. So the yarn I'm using is Huntington Valley yarns in the color mauve. My needles, almost as usual, are the Chalgu 40-inch cable for Magic Loop, US size 1, 2.25 millimeter, I think. Is that a US one? Yes, US size 1, 2.25 millimeter needle. So these are really fun. They're really cute on. They are not they're kind of like in between a mid-calf and an anklet. So they're a really nice size. And it has a slip stitch heel flap and gusset. So there is that. My next, whoops, sorry about that, just bumped the camera. My next work in progress is, okay, so today started, here in the US, this is Labor Day weekend. So Carla from Carla Knits is having a very informal, no prize, just for fun, Labor Day hat knit along. So I am making and actually she's making this too. This is the Linden hat from Kristen Dussault of Dussault Knits. I think her last name is Dussault, but she does have a podcast here that I will link below. I watched it once, I think. Maybe it wasn't Vlogmas, but I think it was during that time frame, and it seems like she was moving or something. But anyway, so my understanding, this is a free pattern on Ravelry. This is her first pattern, I believe. My understanding is she works for, I think it was called Fancy Tiger Crafts or something, in Colorado, and she made this for them. So this is really fun. I'm making this one for Little Lady. And again, it's called the Linden hat, and it's using a really fun stitch called the Linden stitch, which is kind of like you knit 3 together, but don't take the needle off the left, or don't take the stitches off the left needle, and then you yarn over, and then you go back into those same 3 stitches and complete your knit 3 together. And it's really fun, and it just makes it looks like cables, And I thought it was going to be cables in the, when I saw it, but it's not. I've only done one repeat of this. I did a 1-inch brim, and then, like I said, the one repeat for that. Now, the adjustment or modification I've made on this is her pattern calls for a DK weight. I'm actually using a worsted weight because this is what I wanted to use. So this is Knit Picks Brava worsted weight in the color, I believe it's Canary. Yes, in the color Canary. It is a very bright yellow. I think little lady will love it. And I'm hoping to put a pom-pom on it. But yeah, so this will be really bright. She likes yellow. And so that's that. And like I said, Carla's Knit Along is going through Monday, September 5th. If you would like to join, she has a Ravelry thread as well. And okay, I saved the best for last. My last work in progress is the Love Note. And oh my goodness, y'all, I don't even know. I have lost stitches on this thing so many times this week. It's ridiculous, but including tonight, I lost half the stitches again tonight trying to switch cables. But that's okay. I got them all back. It was on a 16-inch cable, but first of all, it was hard to see. It was easier for me to knit on, but it was hard to see, like if I wanted to show it like I'm fixing to. But then also I wanted my 16-inch for the Linden hat. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all what I was using. So these are my 16-inch Clover Takumi interchangeables, and you started out on a US size 4, I believe, a 3.5 millimeter. Is that a size 4? And I have switched over to a US size 6 4 millimeter. So that's that. Okay, so here's the Love Note. I did separate for the sleeves, and I'm about 3 rows past that now, or rounds past that. This is the front. So as much as it's driving me crazy, I'm actually super, super excited for this. So my plan, okay, let me just, I'm so torn because I really like this, but it's driving me crazy at the same time. And I think I know why they named it the Love Note. They couldn't name it anything else because it drives you crazy, and you better have a love of knitting to get it done. That's why. I think that's why they called it Love Note. But anyway, I do really like it actually, and I'm super excited to get it done. I am using also my Clover Takumi interchangeables. It is a US size 8 5 millimeter. The yarn I'm using, and this also, because I like to show it, lives in my CB Crafty Girl bag from Carla Knits. So the yarn I'm using is, where's my label? Here it is. Lion Brand Kobu in the color Lichen. And I only have, I have 4 balls of this, and this is all I have left of the first ball. So I feel like I've gotten a lot of yardage out of this. So my plan is to keep knitting the body with just, and when I need to change yarns, what I'm going to do is go back and do the neckline so that I can get a better idea when I try it on, because I did not do the called for cast on. It calls for a provisional. It's a paid pattern, so I'm not going to release too much information, but I'm pretty sure that's in the description of it. You typically start with a provisional cast on. I did not do that. I just did a regular long tail cast on for my size. So when I finish this and need to change yarn anyway, what I'm going to do is go back and pick up my stitches and do the neckline, and then hopefully it will fit. Fingers crossed. But anyway, so as frustrating as it is, I am enjoying this when I'm not dropping stitches all over the place. So I got my frustrations out this week on it, and that's just all that needs to be said. It is back on track. And that's what's most important. I am really, really liking it. Do I have anything else? Oh my goodness, that's it. I feel like I went through that so fast. I felt like I had a lot, but apparently not. Okay. I do want to thank all of you for being here. Turtle Burger had a really great growth month. We gained 12 new subscribers. So hello, hi, I am so glad you are here. My name is Brittany again. And it just, we are now at 360 subscribers, and that is just so like fantastic. And I hope we can share projects and just learn so much about crochet and knitting together. I'm hoping to get more back into crochet. I didn't realize until I was making the mandala how much I miss it. I didn't realize that knitting was kind of taken over, but I really, really enjoyed being able to crochet this week. So I am going to be picking that up more. So anyway, if you are still here at the end of this, thank you so much. If this is the first time you're finding one of my videos, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will consider giving me a thumbs up and maybe subscribing and checking out some of the other videos. Okay, that's it. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye.